Much make them laugh. I want to ask you, are you a fan of Verzuz?
Yes.
Okay. Is there one that stands out to you, like your favorite verses, or do you just kind of overall like them all?
I saw that versus with Gucci Mane and Jeezy, and I'm a fan of Gucci Mane, but he was just doing too much to me. You know, just not too much. You know what I'm saying? Just doing too much.
You know, I'm a fan of them. Even when it first started off, with just producers playing like their best hits. And then eventually it turned into rappers doing it. Big fan of the 3 6 Mafia, Bone Thugs. Was a big fan. Dipset and The Lox. I love that one. There was just so many. But anyways, here's a very interesting one. If you don't know, Swizz Beatz is actually one of the founders, him and Timbaland, for the Verzuz. And this all happened during the COVID, during the pandemic, when everybody was just at home, stuck, trying to figure out how to make money because artists in that particular industry could no longer do shows because it wasn't allowed to have X amount of people in one venue. You had the whole 6 feet distancing. So Swizz Beatz weighs in on potential Lil Wayne and 50 Cent versus. Lil Wayne and 50 Cent won't be going up in Verzuz battle if Swizz Beatz has his way. In the wake of the online debate, the Verzuz founder is weighing in on a potential matchup between the rap titans. But while hip-hop fans would like to see the pairing, Swizz feels differently. And he goes, quotes, "Me personally, I would even do a 50 Cent versus Wayne. I just don't think they're two different dynamics and two different artists," he told Baller Alert during a screening for the season 3 of The Godfather of Harlem. Swizz and other opponents in mind, I would do a different verses for both of them. But we'll see as we have a lot of things lined up for verses and hopefully they are involved, he added. While I can't give up who I would choose to go up against them. Just wait and see. While 50 versus Weezy matchup may be a pipe dream, that didn't stop fans from choosing sides. Apple Music's Low Key said 50 would beat Wayne in a battle, right? What? And then over on The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God gave the win to Weezy.
Yes.
You will catch hell against Lil Wayne, and Charlamagne, DJ Envy beg to differ. So who would win between 50 Cent and Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. I mean,
down. Okay.
50 Cent cool. I'll take you to the candy shop. Come on now. You're not messing with no Lil Wayne.
You know what? I would tell you this. It would be interesting to see. However, if I had to arrange the verses, I don't think I would put them up against each other.
Why not?
I do agree with Swizz Beatz because they are a little bit different. Now, 50 Cent, don't get me wrong. When he came over to Aftermath Interscope with Dr. Dre, those first few albums were just bang, 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 bang. And that whole G Unit, bang, bang, bang. It was just hit after hit after hit. Lil Wayne, when he first started with the Hot Boys, Cash Money, you know, it took him a while to gradually evolve into Lil Wayne. And now Lil Wayne is forget it. He's bananas. He's bonkers. Do they have hits? They both have hits. They both have monster hits.
I can say that.
At the end of the day, I think it would just be the performance. 50 Cent or Lil Wayne. Now, me personally, who would I like to see Lil Wayne go up against? And I'll ask you the same question. But me personally, I think I would like to see Lil Wayne versus Jay-Z. I think that would be a good versus battle.
If they was to go against each other, I would pick their best hits. You know what I'm saying? The year that they came out with stuff.
So I believe versus, they have an X amount of tracks that they can pick. And now, don't quote me. I don't have the exact number. But let's just say, I'm just throwing a number out there. You pick 10 songs, I pick 10 songs. And you pick whatever 10 songs you want. So in your case, that would probably be more fair, right? They pick the top 10 songs you think you can use to win versus your opponents. So that would be the same scenario. Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, I would say those two only because they both have massive hits and they both been in the game forever. They're both the Carters, right? And if you guys remember Billboard's top 50 best rappers of all time, Jay-Z was #1 on that list, and Lil Wayne was very upset because he believed he should have been #1 on that list. Now, 50 Cent, who would I like to see him up against in a versus? Now, we both know 50 Cent and Ja Rule, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There's too much bad blood
Too
there.
much trolling. Too much trolling.
Too much bad blood there. And I think even at one point, they were trying to make that happen, and they both said no.
And 50 Cent, he's a troll himself. And Lil Wayne is so cool. So that's the best person who I feel like he should do it with. And I really feel like, I'm sorry, what they say, Lil Wayne is the best rapper alive, I still agree. Maybe Lil Wayne and probably, I don't even want to say Lil Baby. I don't even want to say Lil Baby because Lil Baby is upcoming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not upcoming anymore, but he's newer than... Am I saying it right?
No, he's a newer generation rapper.
He's a newer generation rapper than him, vice versa. Lil Wayne and 50 Cent,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? They both been in the industry a long. I'm here for that Verzuz. I would love that Verzuz.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z, I would love to see that too. Which one you would rather see?
You know what?
Jay-Z and...
I would go for that. Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, I think, everybody wins. Everybody wins because everybody's going to see two incredible artists give two incredible performances. We're going to hear incredible songs. 50 Cent, who would I like to see 50 Cent with? Now, it's a toss-up. It could be 50 Cent versus maybe T.I. I think that would be interesting.
Oh, that's great.
That would be interesting. And then I thought 50 Cent versus Rick Ross, but they had their beef.
They did?
They had some beef. They had a lot of beef.
Oh, what though?
This is a while back. Rick Ross said 50 Cent gave him a look backstage at an award show. And so he made a comment. And 50 Cent went on a whole trolling rampage. He's the one who found the picture of Rick Ross in his correctional officer's uniform.
He used to be the police. He used to be a police.
So over here in his songs, Rick Ross is saying how he's this big drug dealer from Florida, pushing keys. He knows Noriega, the real Noriega.
Right.
And then 50 Cent comes up with the picture and shows him in a correctional officer's uniform. So he did the whole thing. They had 50 Cent Curly. He did the whole. He had just went on. So I don't know if that would happen. But I think as far as lyrics and beats and songs, I think 50 Cent and T.I. have both had incredible, tremendous classics, juggernauts of songs. And I think that would be cool. But do I see Lil Wayne versus 50 Cent?
Swizz Beatz already said no, so it ain't gonna happen.
Well, he's not the final say.
Right. Okay.
If there's enough people that want to see it, it's possible. And mind you, Swizz Beatz started this also with Timberland, and they're not the owners of Verzuz anymore. They did sell those rights, but they're somehow still involved in the whole Verzuz process. Right. So it could still happen. Now, who would I like to see? A Dream versus? I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna ask you the same question. I would love to see, before we end the show, Twista versus Busta Rhymes.
Yes, I would love that.
And only because they have their fast flow. Oh my God.
But what about Twista and Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Well, Bone Thugs and Harmony is a group. It's 4 guys, 5 guys if you count Flesh. He comes in and out. Twista is just one.
Yeah, he a group himself though.
Shout
out Twista, he's from Chicago.
That's right. Shout out Twista. Maybe if he teams up with Speed Not Mobsters, you know what I'm saying? They did do a collaboration once upon a time. Maybe. But I think one-on-one, me personally, I would like to see Twista versus Busta Rhymes. There I go. I said it. So let me ask you, before we end the show, who would you like to see in a Verzuz? What would be like your dream versus match?
Let me see. Beyonce and I don't even know if I could put her up against that Fantasia. Are you familiar with Fantasia?
I'm not that. I know who she is, but Beyonce.
Let me pick somebody else.
Beyonce,
Jennifer Hudson.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think anybody's touching Beyonce.
Why? Because she thick.
No, because she just has an incredible catalog of music, and it she has Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of backing. There's a lot of music that she has.
And the Beehive would definitely support her more. But I mean, who else is up there with her? Beyonce is good, but she's kind of like outdated. I'm trying to see who's like more relevant right now. Because Beyonce is kind of like out of the game. I think she just came out with an album not too long ago. I don't
know if she's out of the game.
She hasn't been really making music. She's been handling business though. She has been handling business, but I haven't been quite, hearing her make a lot of music. I think she just came out with an album, but it just be like, her new music is not catching. It's not giving to me, And I hate to say it, but maybe because she's trying different genres, and that could be one. Can it be a woman versus a man? Because what about Beyonce and Drake?
Hey, this is your dream.
Beyonce and Drake, let's do it. I want to see it. Beyonce and Drake, let's have it. Let's do it.
Beyonce and Drake. You know what? I will say this, and that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Yep. And you know what? You would throw people off because not a lot of people saw that coming.
Let me ask one question though before we just end this.
Absolutely.
Do you think that if Aaliyah was still alive, this is a lot of topic, but I just want to know that it would be some type of competition between Aaliyah and Beyonce?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know.
That's fair.
I do not know. We will never know.
Yep.
Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Passed away in a plane crash.
Yeah.
Very talented artist. Very talented singer. Had a promising career.
Yep.
And that's something that we'll never know. But it's a good question. It's a good question.